Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. Now, when Birth of the Nation was out in the cinema, it came with a lot of controversy, which I didn't really read too much into, and unfortunately, I couldn't make it out to see that. There was probably too many other things that I wanted to see, and that just got pushed down the list. But now it is out on video on demand, Blu-ray, whoever you want to get your home video fix, it is out there. I thought it was time to give it a visit. Now, I've not seen a lot of movies similar to this, but the only one I can sort of equate it to recently came out was 12 Years a Slave, so that's the kind of movie that it was against in my mind sitting down to watch this. Again, this isn't about someone who lives their life and then is drafted into slavery. This is somebody who's born and bred in a slavery situation, plantation. So the main character is Nat, and he is a little bit different than most. He has got these birthmarks and they claim that he's going to be a prophet. He's going to bring forth something or other, a legacy. He's going to have a legacy. And in the plantation that he lives, he's taken under wing by one of the owners and sort of taught and given these teachings on the Bible and other things. And when he goes to an older man, he becomes a little bit of a preacher in amongst the plantation. When Nate is a kid and he's getting his teachings and that, he's kind of growing up with Samuel, who is going to be the plantation owner of the future. He's a young boy, same age as Nat, and together they kind of do have a friendship. We see them playing quite often and having sort of a good relationship. And when they get older, they can still kind of relate to each other. There is always that barrier of master and slave, but it's not as strict as what you see in some of the other plantations and some of the other horrible things that go on in this movie. But things for this family aren't great and they're in a little bit of debt. So what they start to do is they start to sort of hire out Nate and his preaching skills to all different kinds of plantations. That way he can deliver the word of God, rise the troops up, get them working at their highest capacity for the greedy plantation owners. Unfortunately, Samuel becomes a little bit too greedy himself, and it's up to Nate to sort of fight back against the atrocities that he's seen through these various plantations. And that is the basic plot of Birth of a Nation. It's a movie that I don't think spends enough time in this world, where it could have been a better as a sort of mini-series, where it has a time to expand on some of these characters. It feels as if everybody is kind of touched upon briefly, but not enough to really give them that three-dimensional character that we want to sort of put ourselves into and empathise with. Now, of course, you get to see a lot of things through Nate's eyes as he travels through these plantations, and there are some horrible sights. Some of the subjugation that's going on to these people is absolutely atrocious, and there is one scene that I am never going to forget in this movie that's just horrible, absolutely horrible. I'm never going to get that out of my head, ever. And there's also a love story in the movie as well. The movie kind of meanders along. It does things that we've seen done before it gets to this kind of rousing finish where there's a lot of bloodshed, a lot of violence. But ultimately, as the movie gets to its end, you feel kind of hollow. It's not been too much of a message. You've got sort of touching on a really interesting story of this man Nat, who you don't really get to spend as much time with as you would like to. Like I said, it would have been better as a mini-series as he travels around the plantations, as he starts to get this plan in his head, as he starts to build up people's morale and starting to rouse them round about him. But ultimately you have these empty characters round about, and the only thing to keep you going when it gets to the final third is the sort of rousing action that you get there. I liked Birth of a Nation. I didn't love it as much as I did with 12 Years a Slave. It didn't resonate as much with me as that movie did. And I think when you're following something that was as big, as emotional as that movie was, it's a little bit hard to follow that up. And I don't think it does too bad a job. But if this movie came first, it would probably have got a better reception for myself anyway. I gave Birth of a Nation 3 out of 5. Enjoyable, some really good performances. Not enough time spent with characters I wanted to spend time with and see more about. And a good rousing finish. Have you seen The Birth of a Nation? Did you like it? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.